Hey, I'm Shay.
I'm John.
And I'm Nick.
Welcome to It's a Work Thing podcast, where we talk about everything and nothing, and we call it work.
I love it.
All right. So, my Nick, you have one on the way here. I found out last time when I rode with him that he doesn't wear his seatbelt. He literally has wired his truck to not even make a sound. Like it won't beep at him.
Yeah. It's called disable your seatbelt alarm.
So here's the thing. Are we sure that Nick can use a seatbelt or that he needs a booster with a buckle?
I'm going to not answer that question. Out of respect to myself. Self-respect.
So, Nick, a quick question. So your backup camera doesn't work, right? And your rear lights don't work, right? Did any of that happen to occur around the same time that you wired your seatbelt buckle to not?
Fair question. That's a very fair question.
I disabled my seatbelt alarm literally the first day I got it. It's a bad habit I have. I actually got it from copping because whenever you're copping, I hate wearing my seatbelt because...
Well, you're not above the law now, Nick.
Well, I wasn't above the law. It's just I looked like an idiot.
You kind of were. Who was going to pull you over for a seatbelt ticket, Nick?
No one.
You were a cop.
Well,
Citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
Stay right there until another police officer gets on duty and comes.
And I just shoot them. But
No.
But seriously, so I had one call where it was a domestic, and I get out, the girl's inside, and she basically locked herself inside the house, and the guy was standing outside, and I pull up on scene, and right when I pull up, I see the guy out there that I had to make contact with. So I'm like, and this was actually like my first call ever, so I'm all like tensed up, like hyped, like ready to go. Get out of my car, and I'm in my seatbelt. So I'm like, whoop, and I get pulled right back in. Nothing makes you look like you're about to arrest someone or, show authority like you can't get out of your own car. So,
that guy at that domestic is just like, he's like, oh man, I'm going to have to fight a cop. Cop goes to get out of his car, seatbelt pulls him back, and he's like, all right, I got this.
Yeah.
We're good.
Never mind.
All right.
I'm all right.
Also,
Hold on.
the guy was like 6 feet tall.
I want a point of clarification. So he's short.
Huh?
So the guy was short.
No, the guy was like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, so he's short.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's not very tall, Nick.
So, point of clarification. Joking. You said you showed up on a domestic call. Were you allowed to show up on foreign calls?
Like foreign people?
I thought you were only a cop in Carlinville. I didn't know you were international police.
I can go everywhere.
Sure.
I'm like Mayo. I can just spread.
It's really weird you
like
compare
Mayo.
yourself to Mayo. That's, if you have one comparison to do. Yeah, no, I've seen your skin, Nick. You wear cutoffs to the gym, and I see you, and I'm like, good God, it's like a flash of light.
Yep.
For everybody who doesn't realize, Nick is about 5'4", 120, bench 300. I mean, am I wrong with my stats?
The first two hurt, but...
But are they
He said, are they wrong? He didn't say that they hurt.
Well, I have feelings, like I said earlier. And, no, it's all good. I'd like to point out that my bench press is 315 for people listening, and my squat is 470, and my deadlift is 560. So just want to point those stats out there.
I was there for the bench press.
Yeah, you have to lift all of those things like 6 inches.
Yeah, 6 inches is fucking huge, though. I mean, in comparison to...
Have you guys ever seen those videos online? Like where a guy's back, he has his girlfriend back in a truck up to a...
U-Haul?
No, up to like a tow hitch, and he goes, you just need to come back 6 more inches. She comes back like 3 inches. He's like, damn, I need to stop telling her what 6 inches is.
I have this note, Nick. I don't know why. It says you have a distaste for facial hair.
What?
Do you hate facial hair?
Why would you describe it as distaste?
Yeah.
Does he like... I don't like the taste of facial hair.
I mean, last time I licked someone's facial hair, it didn't turn out well. But no, I don't like it. Maybe that's what you're saying, because...
Distaste. I don't know why.
Dislike.
I put distaste.
Don't say distaste. That's weird. I have a distaste. I feel like that's not abnormal.
Yeah.
I don't know
Normalizing facial hair. But no, God, what are you, drug addict? For people that don't know, Griff just pulled out like 75 pills on the table.
That is quite a bit. That is excessive.
Those are huge.
They are huge.
Those are like
8.
6 inches.
It's a horse tranquilizer. I got about 45 minutes left of this podcast, and then I'm just going to hit the floor.
That's all right.
Come back and get me on Tuesday.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
It's all right. Nick went to bed at 11 and woke up at 12:30 today.
Yeah, see, you need a horse tranquilizer. I have calf medicine over there. It's mainly iodine after we cut their nuts off, but
How big are the calves?
like they're bigger than you.
Oh. Okay.
The calves are born at like 60, 70, 80 pounds.
No, I have calf muscles.
Yes. I think everyone technically has calf muscles.
Nick, why do you hate facial hair?
Because one, I can't grow it very well, and then two, Miracle Grow on the face does not work like the feet. But
Didn't work on the feet either.
that's what I just said.
You said it didn't work like it did on the feet.
Yeah.
It didn't work on either of them.
Well, if you look at
Probably
my
just got
toes-
chemical burns.
Well, that's probably true. But no, I couldn't. You couldn't have facial hair really for the copping or the fire department stuff. So now I look back at pictures of myself when I did have some facial hair, and I'm like, oh my god, I looked hideous. What was I doing?
Well, I feel like every guy goes through that stage where like you get to like sub, I don't know, probably 22, 24, and you're like, man, facial hair. I look cool. You're like,
Dude, I had a goatee and everything. That was
No, you did not.
yeah, dude, like a full on like goatee.
dude, you need like handlebar mustache. Can you grow a handlebar mustache for us?
So that's the thing. I hate mustaches because I hate the middle part of the mustache where you look like a pedophile.
The middle part, the Hitler part.
Yeah, or like
Nick,
you just go
there,
around
it's
looking
not
like
the
a-
middle part that makes you look like a pedophile whenever you have a mustache. It's the whole part.
Well, yeah.
The middle part makes you look like a Hitler.
Well, I distaste facial hair, so
Jeez Louise.
I don't have a strong taste for it either.
Yeah, it's because you can't grow it either.
No, I don't like to taste it.
Oh, well, okay. Fair enough.
what does yours taste like?
I don't know.
Come here.
Have a look.
Oh,
Anyways,
that noise was almost as disturbing as what I saw.
With your calf.
Calf screaming.
Hey, why'd you get Wagyu, or when did you get Wagyu?
2 years ago.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start selling them individually as freezer beef.
Oh, for
Like not individual like quarters. Like sell them as individual cuts.
background, Griff is a farmer, so
Yeah, I think we went over that in the last one, didn't we?
yeah, people
Yeah,
may not
yeah.
listen to the last one.
Yeah.
Faithful
we gotta
follower.
re-educate.
Yeah, so we have a Angus cow calf herd now that we
How many you have?
have 50 breeding cows, so we'll have 150 on the farm at a given time. So,
And how many Wagyu?
well, we started with one, and that one has just kept having heifer calves. So now we have 3, and she's pregnant again. So it's really building up my herd quickly, but it's really slowing down the whole I want to eat Wagyu thing.
Yeah. You never had it yet?
I've never tasted it.
Sounds
Interesting.
like something for the podcast.
I ain't sharing.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Thought.
Yeah. Some friends we are.
No
Just
kidding.
saying. Hey, I shared my Spam with you last week. I aged that for a year in my house.
Jeez
That's
Louise.
the poor man's Wagyu.
It still had 3
That's a
years.
poor man's Wagyu.
It still had 3 years until it expired.
So I didn't realize females, even the Wagyu, had horns as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I mean, there's still breeds within Wagyu, but yeah, we had one of them we got dehorned, and one of them we didn't. Dehorning is a terrible, nasty process, but it's definitely necessary because they'll use it as violent,
And tear a fence up and
Well, and like even over there, they can't get their head into the feeders, and they'll get caught. Yeah, they'll get caught in fence. They'll use it on other animals because they are smaller animals than the other ones.
I didn't realize
Those
they're
Wagyu are
smaller.
running right around 1,000 pounds, and our Angus ones will be somewhere like finished. They'll be like 1,400 pounds, but the cows themselves are somewhere around 1,200. So
when you have bulls, are you ever going to like do the mount or sell the horns? Like when they're big, they
won't reach big enough.
Really?
They won't reach mature. No,
because they're kind of cool. Like the big, like when you get
yeah, if you don't have to work with them or
That's fair.
fix everything that they break. Because the biggest thing is they put their head into something and they can't get it out, and they're big enough they just thrash it or carry it around. There'll be gates. You'll see videos online of people of cows running across the pasture with bale feeders on top of their heads.
Oh, shoot.
Like the whole rings.
Who let the
or
cows
like
out?
gates. They'll get their head into a gate and then they'll turn and then they can't get it back out and they'll just run with that gate on top of their head around the pasture.
Cows are so dumb.
Yeah.
You have a bull, don't you?
We had 2 bulls. We rotate them every other year, so we just sold them and we're going to buy 2 new ones. Why?
I'm not kidding you.
I don't want to. Nope.
Yes, go. Go.
I would love to just get in there with a bull and just like I want to be close to the fence where I can get out, but like
You want to do rodeo clown?
yeah, like I want to aggravate the shit out of one. I'll dress up.
No,
like Ronald
because I don't know
McDonald.
how to settle them down. I intentionally spend 2 years not aggravating them.
I spent 2 years not
I'll only be in there for like 30 seconds.
Exactly. I'm not letting 30 seconds ruin 2 years of not aggravating
Come
them.
on, Griff.
Come on.
For the
Think
podcast.
Yeah, think of the views.
Hey, I will put you into a pin with my miniature donkey.
There we go.
Take it.
He is both aggressive and has a
Does he
penis that looks like a fifth leg.
Does he hate
That
clowns?
thing is it's a deal.
Have you seen that picture of me dressed as Ronald McDonald?
What?
And you thought a mustache was creepy?
So we did there was a mud
Yes,
run. And
yes,
every
I
year-
saw a Tough Mudder one. Yeah, I saw it.
Dude, have you seen it?
The Tough Mudder?
Yeah.
I might have. I don't know.
It's hilarious. I'll pull it up while you keep going.
Oh, okay. It's funny you said Who Let the Cows Out. Right now, Isla, her favorite song is Who Let the Dogs Out. All the time she says, Who Let the Dogs Out? And so I had to...
Jamie went through a stage of loving that song too.
Really?
And now Claire really likes We Will Rock You.
Oh, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's Who Let the Dogs Out, and she likes Ice Ice Baby.
Oh.
Those are good ones.
Well, I sent that in a text message to you guys yesterday, though, but I was riding in the car with Jamie, and we were listening to the song Shake It Off. Mm-hmm. And I always like to ask him the questions that they say Taylor Swift does in the song. So they said, like I said, I go on too many dates. And I said, Jamie, do you go on too many dates? In context, Jamie's 4. And he goes, no, I don't go on too many dates, but Alex does. I don't think he's very good at it.
He's not.
Poor guy's not even here to defend himself.
Shots fired. He's not even awake now. He's probably not even technically alive right now.
Alex is our other friend who used to start on this podcast with us, R.I.P.
Not on this podcast.
Well, that's true. Not on this one. A different one.
That past life.
That didn't even get off the ground because he left us.
He's our friend that effectively killed our other podcast.
He moved to Canada.
Yeah.
No, Canassus.
Oh, one of those two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Here's this picture.
I'll go ahead and do a different one then because I think you'll like the other one. So if you could only have one workout you could do for the rest of your life, what would it be? You can only do one kind of workout. I'm not like multiple, like exercise, I should say.
Are
Not
you talking
necessarily.
about like body part, like chest, arms?
No, I'm talking about it is a strict workout. Like for me, I think I would do the plank. That'd be if I could only have one exercise I could do the rest of my life, it would be the plank because I feel like it works most everything.
I would choose.
I also thought about the power clean because I feel like the power clean does a lot too.
I feel like the power clean's not going to age well with you.
That's true. Yeah.
In all honesty, I think I would just choose the push-up.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can do different variations and grips off of a push-up.
Yeah.
You know, you can get, I think, like 70% of what you get off of a plank. So you're still engaging your core.
That's fair.
I would do the bench press because
We know.
it's my strongest attribute.
What in the world?
Yeah, he looks like a pedophile Ronald McDonald, which
For
is what
real.
Ronald McDonald
You
looks
remember
like
when
to
those
start
clowns
with.
were-
Oh, my God, what is around your mouth? Oh.
Lipstick.
They allowed you around children like that?
They
Wait,
didn't
why
have a
did you
choice.
why were you dressed up as Ronald McDonald?
Because it was a Friday.
Nick, it was actually a Saturday. It wasn't even a Friday. He's a liar. Nick, you are so lucky you don't have a mustache in that
you
picture.
dressed
else
up like that for the mud run?
Yeah.
The state of Illinois would use that picture whenever they're trying to find the child that went missing.
I ain't trying to father no kids.
What?
But no.
We don't want adoption either. He's out on any kids.
Yeah. So we every year for our mud runs, me, Ben, and Shawnee, who's my other friend, we all like to dress up as certain people. So like one year we dressed up as Ninja Turtles. One year we dressed up as Power Rangers. We dressed up as presidents. We've done all kind of stuff. So that year we dressed up as restaurant people. So like Ben was Colonel Sanders. Shawnee was I think Wendy, and then I was Ronald McDonald. And I kept telling everyone when they kept passing me, I was like, "Your mother flipping fast!" Like everything was Mick. I was like, "I'm Mick, not Mick taking it anymore," or "I'm Mick pissed," or. You wanna
What
see
year
my
was it?
My McDonald's.
They did this?
When all the that's actually a quick. When did you
That
actually
was
do
probably
that?
like 2018.
Yeah, probably 2018.
Is that when all the clowns were going around like in the woods and doing all the knife like creepy stuff? Do you remember that?
Yeah, dude.
I do remember that,
was
yeah.
cool.
That was weird. What year was that? Like I feel like that.
I'd say like that was
I
like
think that was right
2018.
before COVID. It came out the same year as that the It movie did.
Yeah, because that
So
was
2019 or 2020, I would say, and then we hit COVID. What? It wasn't during COVID, was it?
no, it was before I thought.
Yeah, because then COVID kind of like killed all other storylines. Like,
Killed all the clowns.
Yeah,
all the clowns had upper respiratory problems. COVID came in, wiped them out.
yeah. Because I guess it was one of those theories of that the people production of It were the ones who kind of started that trend to make it their movie sell more.
Dude, I love Halloween. I love like getting scared or like scary things.
You like doing the whole haunted houses?
Oh yeah, dude, I love haunted houses. Do you not like haunted houses?
No.
Oh, I do. They're the best.
I do nothing scary. I don't watch scary movies.
I usually
don't-
watch scary movies to fall asleep.
Well, there might be an issue.
I think that might explain why you sleep for an hour and a half, buddy.
Yeah, no. Well, I went in a haunted house when I was in high school because my girlfriend in high school wanted to, and literally we were going through, and it was like one of those tunnels that like spun, so it like was all your depth perception was off, and it was a tiny little bridge that you were going across, and it would rock, and there was a clown that came across the bridge, and it's a one-way bridge. There's not much through it, and the clown was like up in my face. I said, if you don't get out of my face right now, I'm going to punch you in the face. If you, it's your choice at this point.
It's a shame to fight.
I'd punched one in Minnesota. That's the only time I've ever been through a haunted house.
You punched a person in it?
I punched a person, yes.
Did you get in trouble?
Not in the face, in the chest.
Did you get in trouble?
Yeah, they told me I
Punches
couldn't
in
go
the
back
chest.
into them. I was like, that's fine, I don't want to go back in.
Yep. I got what I wanted. Thank you.
Get me the express route out of here.
Can't blame you. All right.
Ben's terrified of clowns. It's hilarious.
I hate clowns too.
It's so funny.
I'm not scared of clowns, they're just weird.
No, I hate clowns. Yeah, they're weird. I'm just terrified of them, though. I don't like clowns. Well,
Wait, there was something I was going to say. What did we talk about before haunted houses right there?
the clowns, him and Ronald McDonald. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Move on.
Okay. This is your time to shine, Nick. Sports rituals and pregame,
There we
pregame
go.
things.
I love these.
So I don't really have any. I don't think I really have any. The only thing I can think of is I show up. I always have my headband. I always have my towel.
Vigorous stretching.
I do have vigorous stretching. I'm getting older. You can't. Well, I pulled my hamstring playing softball 2 years ago, and
I remember that.
I never. Yeah, yeah. I
I
was
cared
playing.
about you.
I was playing you that time, and ever since then, I'm like I have to stretch very vigorously.
Well, that's what I got. Playing softball, I played like one game of softball this year, and I tore a tendon in my foot.
Jesus.
And
How do you tear a
got
tendon in your
tendonitis
foot?
in my wrist from one game. I stepped on the base. I ran, stepped on the base in the wrong angle. I felt something popping underneath my foot, and it was
supposed to do that?
I tore my plantar fascia.
We need that "Time Marches On" song right now. At this point,
You've got athlete's feet or something. You need checked out.
What is that? That has nothing to do with it, Nick.
but no. So I always stretch. I always have like I said, my headband, my towel, water, and vigorous stretching. But I don't have any routines. I
have like the same basic things. Like I like to wear like a sleeveless shirt. I like to wear like the Nike Elite socks.
Yeah,
like they don't have to be like a certain color or a certain, I find clothes that I'm comfortable playing in, and I like to stay in the, like, I wash them and stuff. I don't keep them and hold on to them. But
what? Just
What are you doing?
it's "Time Marches On."
we don't own the rights to any songs.
Yeah, we don't own anything.
Please don't sue us. We have nothing.
Well, Griff does, but I don't.
Please don't take my cows.
Yeah.
Please don't take my roof.
So
Don't say my roof.
on professional level, Warren Sapp used to shit his pants to stop people from chop blocking him, because they would chop block him and then fall on top of him, and he would have poop in his pants, and they would fall on him and then smell the poop and gag and do whatever else like that. So he would poop in his pants and go play the game, so that they would not.
Okay.
chop block him.
No, I know what I'm doing for Thursday night basketball.
Okay, is that actually real, or did he just say this to try to get people to
He has
not
done.
do it?
He has actually done it at least 3 or 4 times.
Oh my gosh.
Actually played with it. People on the sideline would not go by him. Yeah. Imagine
Oh
that.
my
Imagine that
gosh.
equipment manager in 1990s
You just throw those away, right?
making minimum wage, dealing with a grown man's poop pants.
They played in all.
Uh huh.
What in the like?
So you have some famous ones too, right? Other famous ones. You have,
Like I know LeBron's whole chalk thing.
but Jordan, like the UNC short things.
Yeah, I knew that.
In space. Excuse me, in Space Jam, that was real.
Yeah.
Jason Terry used to every night before, he'd wear the opposing team's shorts every
Yep.
night before he played.
Why?
See,
It's weird, I don't know.
Serena Williams would never change socks after she started a tournament.
She never changed. Like,
She would wear the same pair of socks for all of her matches after she started a tournament.
how long is a tournament?
That's a good question. I don't watch tennis.
I don't
can't
either.
watch tennis.
That's why I was asking.
Not a real sport.
See, some of these I can get behind, though. Brian Urlacher eats 2 chocolate chip cookies before every game. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what?
Okay.
I could get in on this.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Dude, John Henderson from the Jaguars used to get slapped in the face like extremely hard.
I've seen that
Face
video.
mask or face?
No.
Like the actual face.
Oh, yeah. He's like a
Open
fullback
hand.
or something,
No,
wasn't
he
he?
was a defensive
Here,
tackle.
let's
Was
see if
he?
I can find it. I've seen that video, and he's like real intense. What was
There
his
was-
name again?
I think John Henderson.
Okay.
There was a
I'm
guy
good.
that played for the Seahawks that used to bash his helmet off of his face until his nose bled.
Oh, I remember that.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? I don't think he lasted long in the NFL. And then he's probably going to sue for CTE in like 10 years. It's like, dude, you hit your head like 13 times a
Probably.
day.
I used to, so I wrestled in high school and I was pretty good at it. And I actually, it's kind of like what Kobe used to do, if you actually heard about Kobe, but I didn't know this at the time.
Never heard. Who's Kobe?
Exactly. I used to, on the way.
Heard of Nick Emery, though. So
Yeah. On the way on the bus, because wrestling meets are always extremely far away for some reason. They're never like super close usually. So,
Wrestling meets, like I feel like tournaments, they are the worst because they last so
dude,
long.
they do. And what sucks, which luckily I didn't have this happen too much, is if you lost, you had 2 times, and if you lost 2 times and you were out the whole tournament, well, if you lost your first 2 matches, you could be sitting there for 8 hours not doing anything, just sitting there, and that sucks. I've had that happen a few times, but in wrestling, I used to just listen to whatever on the way there. But this is one of the weird things I loved about wrestling. This is gonna sound weird, but
the boners.
yeah, no,
T-bone.
That is a rule. But before every wrestling meet, you're basically in your underwear and stuff, and you go and you weigh in. Well, you're in a line with everyone in your weight class of who you may wrestle. And during that time is when you call. It's gonna sound worse than it is, but people who know wrestling will get this. It's called hard time because,
Of course.
because you're literally like wanting to look so intimidating to your people that you're gonna wrestle. I'm not even kidding you, dude. Like I would like hold my breath and like pump my ass.
Dude,
out.
if somebody else is looking at me and they're like, hey, let's wrestle, and they got a boner, that's intimidating.
Oh, for sure.
no one had a
For
boner in the line.
I'm
But you're
telling you
Did you
though.
try it?
If I'm like, oh, I'm
times.
if I see you and I'm like, oh, that's the guy I'm wrestling, and you have a hard on, I'm like, okay, here we go.
Well, I never experienced that part, but no, you're literally like eyeing your competition, and you're like trying to flex, like look like super strong, but you're also, if you're like me, had to dehydrate yourself just to make weight. I really did, and then, but while we were going there and standing in line, I used to listen to the Michael Myers theme song, which is actually something Kobe used to do. I'd listen to the Michael Myers theme song, like the dun dun, where he's gonna like murder someone.
Yeah.
I would listen.
I've
to
never
it.
seen any of the movies. I couldn't tell you what the Michael Myers
Here,
theme
I'll
song
get you.
sounds like.
So I would listen to that, and then whenever it was you were done making weight and you're like practicing like stretching and stuff, I listened to Beethoven because it calmed me down enough to where like I was pumped, and then it would help calm me down, so my stamina and my cardio would be like steady, and I wasn't overkilling it.
You just sit there and listen to that on repeat?
No, I had it in my head.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you coming in with a boombox on your shoulder? Dun, dun.
Yeah. But no, I used to do that, and I would do that to get me in the zone because I'm like, I'm gonna murder you, and then I would listen to Beethoven to calm me down. But
So, I go through like stretches. So I'll have like a song that I listen to before I play basketball or something for like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years.
It's Beethoven.
Beethoven, yeah.
That's Beethoven.
Nick's ready to get calmed down. Easy, we need him amped up.
Oh. Sorry, I'll get back to Halloween.
So it was Metallica's The Unforgiven.
Oh,
It was that one for a while, and then the one for probably the last 3 years has been "Hallowed Be Thy Name" by Iron Maiden. Shay's like, I don't listen to the radio.
well, no, I had some songs like I liked "Let's Go."
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I always liked in high school. I liked "Remember the Name." That was a good one.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
If we're doing high school, when I was a sophomore, my best friend Jordan was a senior, and so he'd give me rides because he lived past me in the country, so he'd always just pick me up and whatnot. And we would listen to the AC/DC live album, and so mine was "I Like You Shook Me All Night Long."
I went through a stretch on that too with because AC/DC essentially made the Iron Man soundtrack, the original Iron Man movie, and I had the soundtrack to that one. That was good.
I also in college, my first year at McKendree, had 3 college wrestlers as roommates, and needless to say, they are a different breed.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Facts.
So wait, I don't know how to ask this without being rude, Nick. Don't look at me like that. That doesn't help.
Answer.
What was the demographics of your weight class?
A bunch of people that didn't wear body odor or body.
Body odor?
A bunch of people with body odor.
No.
What do you mean?
Were you wrestling girls? I'm just asking.
Willingly or unwillingly?
I can just imagine Nick mentally. That's what we're talking about all this, and Nick's got like half of his class is girls. He just mean mugging them listening to the Michael Myers theme song
46-1
with a hard on.
Yeah, with a boner.
No,
I'm coming for you.
Yeah. That's no.
I never broke eye contact.
Sir, we're gonna have to remove you from the competition.
No, but we did actually have to face girls, and I'm not gonna lie. I faced one girl in my life, and I hated it because it's a no-win situation. You win, well, you can't brag because you just beat a girl. Not
I brag.
Can't win.
I don't care.
And then 2.
Have you seen girls fight? I would brag. Girls fight is terrifying.
I know.
I would fight every man I see before I have to fight a girl.
Well, I used to actually bump up a weight class to fight.
I thought you said bump up against them.
Jesus. No, but I would. Good Lord. I would deny that fight, and I would actually bump up and fight.
Wow.
So,
you would reject their fight because they were a woman?
I really would.
Wow.
Nick,
Nick, that is the definition of sexist, buddy.
No, listen.
Sexist.
I will tell you why. So I faced one girl in my life, and that girl ended up
beat your ass.
No, I beat her, but then she became obsessed with me, and she
what do you mean?
She had a crush on me, would like stalk me.
You've met her as Brie.
Yeah. But no.
That's his current wife, by the way.
Yeah. Don't say current. It's his only wife.
She is the current wife.
Yeah. I love many people. But but no.
Like Minnie the number or Minnie is in small?
Any. But no, I would literally, she like had a crush on me, and after that I was like, dude, I'm never fighting a girl. Plus, there is a rule of a boner rule. So if you do get,
Is there really?
There really is. So if you end up getting a boner in wrestling, you actually have 5 minutes to like actually like get it taken care of.
30 seconds, bud. We got this taken care of. I don't need 5 minutes.
But no, I was so scared because the reason I started wrestling is the same reason I started working out, because I was bullied in high school, and I was like, I'm going to take this. And it actually does. I will say wrestling does make you like a harder person. It really toughens you up. Because,
yeah, then you have 5 minutes to deal with it.
Yeah.
It does make you a harder person.
It was just
Oh no!
bop it like a beatbox.
Oh my gosh!
But no. So I would never. I hated wrestling any girl. So anytime I had to go through and like you see the line or you see the names that are in your class, I would pray that they were in my class. I would pray that they would just lose early so I wouldn't have to face them. Now, if it wasn't a tournament, like I did have to face one when I went to sectionals. And at that point, I was like, listen, you're going down, lady, because you're in my way.
It's sectionals. It's
Yeah.
sectionals. There's no...
Yeah, you don't have an option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like, listen. But, dude, there used to be... So, I won't say I was a dirty wrestler, but there are things like a mean streak.
If you lean in and start with, I wouldn't say I'm a dirty wrestler, but You're
No.
probably a dirty wrestler.
No, I had dirty wrestlers before. Like I had one where people, like I've had some things where people pulled my leg hair when I like pinned them down. Like there's
Your brother does that in basketball.
I know. I've had someone bite me before.
Your brother does that in basketball.
Hit you in the nuts.
Yeah, I literally
Try
had
and
to.
violate you. Yes, we're just running down the list of the Josh Manning defensive rules.
Yeah, but
He's teaching children too. That's the worst part.
Oh boy.
he is. But where was I going with this?
I don't know.
Oh, I would. So there's certain things that you can do to like hurt your opponent, and not try to be mean, but like it's a physical sport. So
yes,
Very.
it's not I mean,
I
it's
would-
mental too. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would literally grab. So in wrestling, you do a thing called tie up. So a lot of times you like grab the back of their neck and you're trying to like fight for position. Well, I'd like to take my face and push so we're like head to head, and I would just nudge my head into theirs, and that hurts. I can do it to you. It
No,
hurts.
I'm good.
I think you should.
I'm good.
I like to see it.
I don't. Why don't you get Shay? You're already on this side of the table.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like it hurts. I would just rub my head into people and like listen. Like,
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Do it. I want to watch this.
All right, we're gonna
Bring
put
your
it down.
microphones into the middle so we can hear it.
Yeah.
I want to hear the friction.
So this sounds weird. All right, so I would literally take their head and I would just.
I can hear it. Hold on. Do it again. Do it again.
Poor Shay. I would just rub my head. I'm just like.
What are we doing here?
Did that not feel good though?
I'm going to need a 5-minute break.
We'll fix that.
Podcasting has no boner rules. We carry on.
But no, I mean, now I also had a head strap in there too. So
Oh yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah. So
I mean, it wasn't pleasant, not by any means.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't going hard.
Well, I appreciate that.
But like when wrestling, I mean, you're literally trying to hold another grown man or woman down for 3 seconds against their will.
I like how you say grown man in high school, and you were what, 15?
Probably.
I just like to point out the one thing I learned from today is that Nick is a sexist. He would choose not to participate in a sport with someone simply based on their gender.
Here's the thing. I mean, when we talk about wrestling, it's just a different breed. Like those 3 guys I roomed with, they were nice guys, but they did some weird stuff.
So hold on, there's like different ways to start a wrestling match, right? Because like you said, you like started like with the head thing, right?
And that's how you all start.
That there's some of them that I like you see like clips and
On the
there's-
ground?
Yes.
So
Okay,
that-
that's go ahead.
So in wrestling, you start in stand up, but you can a lot of times the most common is you come to kind of like what I just did, Shay. You kind of come in the middle and you freaking grab their head and you fight for position. You try to set up, take down, stuff like that.
I could, if you go out of bounds, is that when you're on the bottom side,
Not-
the power bottom?
Not necessarily the power bottom, but
Isn't that what it's called?
No. So,
I don't know, but I'm gonna roll with it.
but the
I
times
know
you end up
wrestling
in those
terms.
positions
Power
is
bottom.
like think of it as like quarters.
Mm-hmm.
So like after the first period, then you flip a coin. and
Wait, how
it's-
much time do they get to deal with the period?
You have 3 minutes.
You have 5 minutes for a boner and 3 minutes for a period. You're supposed to deal with the period in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
But-
this sport is sexist.
So you have
What if a girl did
3
have her
rounds.
period in the middle of a match and stuff like, and
If I'll
it
tell you
got
what
all
Nick
over
would have
you?
done if he was a girl, he would have used it to his advantage.
I would have. Dude, so I used to. Again, I wasn't a dirty wrestler, but I would. You're wrestling someone. It's a contact sport. I would sometimes not wear deodorant on purpose. So
Oh.
like when you're in.
all right, Warren
positions-
Sapp.
I feel like that's
Dude, so many people did that. It was.
Yeah.
There were some times where I'm like, dude, my God, like.
Did you ever like whisper sweet nothings in their ear, like to just get them off their game a little bit? Like, oh,
get them
yeah.
off or get them off their game.
Well, I mean,
I've done both. No, but I have actually done that a little bit. I mean, I play basketball. You guys played basketball with me. I've talked a little bit of smack to people.
I'm not saying smack. I'm saying sweet nothings. Like that would throw me off.
Like you're
start
coming home with me.
start off with like a nice
No.
low voice. Hey, baby.
No, I only do that to the females. But no, I'm kidding.
Maybe that's why she thought you were into her.
Yeah. No,
Okay, so you're not a sexist. You're a sex offender. That's
that's better. But no, I would like talk crap. I'd be like, "Is that all you got?" Like,
Whoa,
to a
easy there.
girl. Is that all you got?
you fight like a woman.
She gets up, pulls your hair.
I But no, I mean, you have those kind of things. I used to have to so I wrestled at 103 and 112 was my weight class. God. I used to, there's times when I would,
Wait, did you ever wrestle sub 100?
No.
Is there even a class of sub 100?
No. If you didn't weigh up to 100 pounds, you just fought 103 pounds.
Oh my God.
So I wrestled, my first year ever wrestling, I wrestled at 103 pounds. Then I started to get a little bit of workout, and I got up to 112. And 112 is where I finished and went to state. 112 was my weight class. My first ever wrestling match, I faced a state champion, and I had no clue what I was doing. I joined wrestling late, like late into the first week. And my very first match, I'm like all cocky. I'm like, I'm going to throw this kid around. I didn't know I was going up against a state champion until after. And my mom was there. My first ever match my mom ever went to. And my mom's like all excited, like getting to see me wrestle.
Your mom got to watch you get thrown off a backboard?
Dude, that kid. So every wrestling match before it starts, you shake their hand. So I shook their hand, and then they blow the whistle, and you go. I'm not even kidding you. That kid, they blew the whistle. He kid picked me up, spun me around, threw me down, pinned me, and I literally lost like 5 seconds. And I was like, what the hell just happened? And
what was that kid's name?
I don't know. But my mom was like, I don't like that. And I was like, I didn't like it either.
No, thanks, Mom. I loved it.
Yeah. I did not enjoy that either, Mom.
I love getting publicly twisted around and thrown down to the ground.
Glad you had your camera going.
Yeah. Didn't take much storage space.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom. Oh my God, it's done.
Watch it every time. No. But like there's times where I had to cut weight, so like I literally wouldn't eat at all. I'm not kidding. And popcorn is something that
I'm not laughing at, but just the imagination of that. I was probably like a 4th grader, 5th grader whenever I'm in the 112 pound category, and the imagination of you in high school having to cut weight to stay in that class.
So there was my senior year was when I had a difficult breakup, and I got into like all the party and stuff and like drug stuff that I used to do. So I used to, it's probably where my insomnia starts coming into play.
It's really weird. The same night that I started using cocaine, I got insomnia. What?
Yeah.
Don't make sense.
Yeah, wow. I know.
It's weird.
But I used to go out and drink and party, and I'd have to be at the high school for the wrestling meet to leave, and so I'd have to be there at like 4 in. I would drink until like 2 in.
Oh my gosh!
And so if you guys know the NAF singers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one I won't mention their name, but one of their sons wrestled with me in high school, and he was one of my close friends. And we would literally go out and party till like 2 in, and then we'd go wrestle. And I wrestled better when I went out and partied the night before. I'm not kidding.
You didn't feel anything.
Probably, and I still had coke in me. But I'm kidding.
He's not. Yeah.
But no, I'm kidding. But I literally would go out and party, and then I'd go wrestle. And I would show up sometimes, and right when you first get there to go weigh in, you would have to, they would check your weight and make sure if you were good, then you could just sit there and relax. If you weren't, you had to literally throw on trash bags, hoodies, and you'd have to run, and you'd go
to sweat it off.
Yeah, to try to sweat off before you got in the bus. There was one time I didn't make weight. I had to throw on 6 hoodies, 6 sweatpants. I'm running around
They're called coats to Nick. Hoodies are coats.
Well, whatever. I had to run around the track, and then I literally had to sit on the heater on the bus with 18 blankets on me, and I had to spit into a water bottle and not drink anything just to make weight. I finally made weight.
No, I just been like, hey man, it's 4 in. I'm gonna go home.
Wrestling is a different breed.
Oh,
yeah.
My favorite was when we had the cafeteria where we could eat, and my favorite was when they had to cut weight, because we'd go to the cafeteria and they'd be eating salads and everything. And obviously I'm doing basketball, so it don't matter what I weigh. So I just was eating anything I wanted, and these guys are sitting there eating their salads, just looking at me. I'm like, you picked a dumb sport. I don't know what to tell you. This is a lot easier.
I played basketball in college at 280. I weigh 230 now.
Yay!
So I played 50 pounds heavier than I am today.
God dang.
I was 160.
My problem was that our conference had 4 or 5 7-footers, and I couldn't get taller to compete with them, so I got heavier and got under them.
Because you were at UIS when I was at McKendree, weren't you?
Just for that first year. I never even got to play at UIS. So
I played basketball at Tom Thumb Park.
we had that's where the drug problem started.
Yeah.
We have
Checks out.
no, we had 4 7-footers in our conference at Blackburn.
Oh, at Blackburn?
Yeah, Eureka had one. Westminster had one. Webster had one. Fontbonne had a 6'11", 6'10", or 6'11"
Yeah, it doesn't
guy.
matter.
Yeah,
We'll count
How
it.
tall are you officially?
I'm 6'6".
Well, now we went to the Blackburn game the other day, and there was not a guy over 6'5".
Yeah, they're all short and they're all fast. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's kind of, I'm like,
they
all right.
they completely changed their style of play. It's all about speed now.
Yep.
Speaking of basketball, Bree and I have it on our calendar. I think it's next Wednesday. Is that?
Oh yeah, it's this Wednesday.
Yes,
Yeah.
this Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this Wednesday. Like I said,
Yeah.
Bree and I will be there. We're excited to watch it.
For those, what he's talking about is there's an alumni game, or not alumni game, sorry. It is a student versus faculty game, and I also coach basketball, and those turds have been trash talking me nonstop. So there's a chart of you do enough, you F around enough, you're gonna find out, and they're gonna find out here real soon.
And Shay is extremely good at basketball.
I tried to
Along
be a
with
substitute teacher so I could come play with Shay.
I appreciate
They
that.
didn't allow
I
me
needed
to
you.
do it.
There's some that signed up, and I'm like, I'm still not certain they know they signed up for this, and I think they might have thought they signed up for the coffee sheet because there's a Google form that goes like you can order coffee. I think they still thought they signed up for coffee instead of actually signing
Well,
up. So
yeah.
I don't know why.
You know how you can point that out? It's the one person that's like, it's like, sign up for basketball. What position would you like to play? And they're like, mocha cappuccino. I don't think this
That's
is
a
the right
small
form.
I have the John Anderson or Henderson.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude's nuts.
So you can focus and play with courage.
here we go.
So that ain't good enough.
I appreciate that it's censored.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. You making blood come from my damn mouth. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Here, he's like, you make the blood come out of my mouth.
Just smack me and don't hit me hard. That's bullshit. When you hit a motherfucker, you hit that motherfucker. Let's kick their ass, mother. Kick their ass.
You want to hear an audio recording of someone that will not see the age of 50. That is them. Lyoto Machida, an MMA fighter, used to drink his own urine every single day.
What? Every
Yes,
day? Not
yes,
just like
no, every day. He's a proponent of it is called urine therapy
So
and believes it has medicinal If you're going to defend this, Nick, we're done with this podcast, bud. We are done with this podcast.
urine helps with blisters.
Okay, cool. Outside of you is still disgusting, but at least like jellyfish stings, stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see soaking.
It's
like,
not
a
like,
foot
oh,
in
hey, I got a
there.
blister in my mouth. We're going to
Morsis
gargle some
Alou-
urine.
Morsis Alou, or whatever his name was, the baseball player, used to
What?
literally pee on his hands.
Who are you talking about?
Morris Alou. He's played for the Cubs and Giants. He's a baseball player. He used to literally, when he got blisters so bad on his hands from batting, he used to pee on his hands because peeing literally helps heal blisters.
Okay, again, on skin is a little less disgusting than actually ingesting it.
Well, yes, I agree, but still.
Turk Wendell used to chew licorice while he pitched. It's actually not bad.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I get that.
Benson Henderson, who's an MMA fighter, used to fight with a toothpick in his mouth.
What?
Yeah.
No. No, dude, no.
Legit, he used to
No.
fight. And
What?
So then,
No.
So
How is
then-
that legal though? Because I
Well-
feel like it could be used as a.
It's not legal. And then the commission found out that he was doing it, and then they banned it. So
How'd they not know?
And then he lost every match after that. And
Well,
was
he has a
washed
mouthpiece
up.
on too, but he's literally like chewing on it with his mouthpiece.
I mean, he's not like pulling it out. He's not going to be able to pull it out of his mouth and like
Yeah,
stab
like,
somebody.
No, I'm
And
not
he's-
saying that, but like
Yeah. In
you
his
can
mouth,
see a
it's gonna
toothpick.
Well, so he's probably putting it in the tooth line of his mouth guard, probably.
Yeah. So
if you
then,
get jacked in the face,
Oh yeah. No, it's incredibly stupid. I'm figuring out how he can do it. I'm not defending
well,
it.
he got in trouble for it. So then he started hiding it more, and he would like literally just like I don't know where he put it in his mouth, but he would just have a toothpick and he'd be fighting. And it's not like he wasn't fighting like good people. He was a world champion, so he was fighting like the best of the best.
It's getting like a toothpick suppository before the fight.
I don't know.
did you look it more up? Like, what was the reasoning? Like, why? Like
It was just it was
Comfort
like
deal.
chewing gum for people for him.
Yeah.
literally something.
chewing. Anyway,
My dad's a toothpick guy. He has a toothpick in his mouth all the time. But yeah, he's also not fighting in
I was going to
UFC
say,
fights.
my Hillary's Uncle Jack, he's one of those old guys that has a toothpick in his mouth all the time. Like he talks, I mean, it's constant. But again, we're not fighting.
So, Jason Giambi used to wear a gold thong to break out of slumps.
Dude, what?
Yes.
Did you just say it works?
This is not the most disturbing thing because actually, other teammates also used it to break out of slumps.
His same one?
That's disturbing. Yes, the same gold thong.
I think we should start that.
No.
Also, have you seen the new baseball jerseys now? You
how they're
see
see-through?
Yeah, they're see-through. Imagine that. One day somebody just walks up and you're like, is that gold? Is that gold down there?
When I coached baseball, our pants were white and they were kind of see-through. I made sure I had like the slide
These are
shorts.
like see-through though.
I'm
Yeah,
well aware.
They're bad.
So I made sure I had sliding shorts on at all times.
Barry
Underneath it.
Fry used to be the manager of the English football club Birmingham City from 1993 to 1996. In that time, he started doing something quite strange. He would pee in the corners of his home soccer stadium in order to get rid of evil spirits.
To get rid of evil spirits.
John Henderson
bad idea.
John Henderson's the one you guys are talking about, right?
That's the one that was,
Yeah.
I played the video of the...
See,
Thank you.
My YouTube
You
makes
got
me
blood in
sign
my
in.
mouth.
Yeah, my YouTube makes me sign in to watch that because it said it's a violent post. I have to be over the age of 18 to watch that video. That's insane.
That was every game, every Sunday.
Well, that's the greatest part is the guy hits him in the face the first time. He goes, that's not good enough. That's not good enough.
He literally wants to bleed his own blood.
Yes, and then he hits him, smacks him again. And the best part is, obviously, Henderson's a massive individual, and the guy slapping him smaller than me, like not a very big dude. And the first time, he's just kind of like,
Can you imagine that's your job? Hey, go smack that.
John Henderson, you gotta go smack him, get him going.
Three superstitions in NASCAR. There are no green cars since they are considered to be bad luck.
Hold on. After you get done with this, I have to ask Nick a question. Go ahead.
Okay. No driver carries $50 bills because they are considered bad luck.
Why are $50 bills bad luck?
Sorry.
There are no peanut shells permitted on the track. Any other peanut product is fine, just no shells are allowed. This is due to crashes that happened decades ago where peanut shells were found in the wrecks of drivers who had died. So just imagine, you're booking around a track at 180, 200 miles an hour, and you decide to just use your hands, instead of driving a vehicle, to eat peanuts that are in the shell.
Going 200 miles per hour?
Trying to I can't do it driving down the road. Let alone going 200 miles an hour with a car with no power steering. You can't I'm just gonna handle this car with my knee real quick. Pop open this.
Here's the
peanut.
thing. I'm not into NASCAR, but how long do they have like on the straightaways? Like how long does it take them from get to one?
It varies track to track.
That's fair.
All the
but
tracks are different, so that's what.
Probably 10 seconds.
I would say it wouldn't take.
I don't even know if
couldn't
it
be
takes that long.
I would say it can't be that
Probably
long.
No. Secondly, are you getting bored of going 200 miles an hour that you need to
Well,
crack
those
open
races.
some peanut shells?
How
I
long
bet
does-
what was happening was that the guy, they probably have the down times and whatever else, right?
Well, yeah,
so
when
he was
they're
probably
getting there.
sitting in his car and he probably just had them and he was eating them. And then they found him in the crash and they're like, oh God, he was trying to do it while driving. But
You can't tell me you can't have shelled peanuts already. Like
no, you can have shelled peanuts. You cannot have peanuts in the shell.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
the people. If I'm in NASCAR and I'm going to eat quick, I don't want the ones I need to peel the shell off.
Apparently the people that took those into the car with them.
That's ridiculous. Nick,
Google
what's
says
your?
4 seconds on a straightaway for a NASCAR driver?
Oh, that's plenty of time to peel that shell.
No,
Plenty of time.
I couldn't even find the peanut in that time. Damn it, I dropped it.
Oh
I dropped
gosh,
it.
dang it! I gotta reach for it. Griff, you're about to turn left.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I'll cut back to you real quick. I'm just scanning through this list. Moises Alou.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
the pitcher admitted that he peed on his hands to harden them before games.
Harden them?
Harden them.
I thought it'd make them softer.
So boxers do that too.
I'll find out.
Boxers will soak their hands in urine.
Makes them harder.
The skin harder. That's what they say.
Interesting.
So, one way to find
Is
out,
that-
boys.
Someone's gonna bring
I was
back
gonna
a
say,
golden shower.
Is this actually scientifically proven or just like myth?
I'm not willing to find out. Nick is though, so Nick is going to save his urine for the next week. Bring it and soak his hands in it
I smelled
for
his
the next
urine.
podcast.
Wow,
I know,
we're
I
on
smelled
the
his
podcast.
urine out there before we came in too.
It was rough.
That was the most disgusting urine I've ever smelled in my life. I could smell it 20 feet away from the bathroom.
Nick,
It's like a sewer system.
what color?
What's wrong with you?
What color of vehicle will your grandma never own?
Black.
Well, that
No,
yeah.
nope. Go ahead.
What? There's another one?
Keep going.
My grandma's like, I will never. Anytime we look at cars, you can't get a black car because my grandma will say it makes you look poor. Serious.
Okay. All right. What are rich colors to her? Like a nice.
Oh, I don't know.
A nice
White.
gold Buick.
White.
I'm like, you roll up in a black Lamborghini, you'd be like, oh, that poor, he's so poor.
Yeah.
So my windows are all tinted, and they're a legal tint, by the way, so they're extra dark. So every
That
time
sounds like a cop trying to break the law. Ex-cop.
no one's gonna pull me over. So
I demand justice.
justice. I am
Ben,
justice.
get on this.
As a citizen.
My grandma would literally sit in the back seat of the car, and my windows are all tinted. And she'd look out the window, and every time she'd be like, "Oh man, it looks like it's in a storm outside because how dark my tint is." I'm like, nope, it's pretty sunny out. It's just my tint.
So, another one of the superstition things, Jim Harbaugh with Michigan had said to
That
a
dude's
player
weird.
that he shouldn't eat chicken before a game because a chicken is a nervous bird. It will make you nervous during a game.
I did see that.
Yep.
He's an odd duck.
Uh-huh.
I know.
What else we got, Shay?
It'll take too long. We'll get into it next time.
All right. Well, good podcast. Thanks for listening. Mm-hmm. Like and subscribe.
on our Facebook post or Facebook page.
Yeah,
It's
Nick,
a Work
Nick,
Thing
read out all of
podcast.
our socials here.
Yeah.
Facebook. Go find us on Facebook on It's a Work Thing podcast and like and subscribe on that page.
Can we get an Instagram going too?
More will be coming.
More will be coming.
I would like a Vine.
It's a slow process.
I'd like you to resurrect Vine so that I can
Look up Ask Jeeves and then
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
I'm
a
not looking up
classic.
Ask Jeeves.
I remember being taught how to use Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
You had to ask it. My teachers. You have to ask it. Please, can you look up?
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
And I didn't know that once you moved on from Google, that's not how you just. I thought this is how you use the internet. Mm-hmm. So like I would go to Google and everybody's like, "Why are you typing in like 4 sentences?"
Yes.
to search.
Poor kid. All right.
All right. Until next time.
Yep.
Deuces.